What's up, people? So, somebody, uh, somebody tried to kill Trump, right? And I'm sure everybody at this point, the news is just flying off the shelves. But I have something to say about this, which, as y'all know, uh, I don't say something unless I actually have some thoughts about it. So I'm not just covering this because it happened, right? Given the current state of the Democratic Party, the current state of progressives, the current state of leftism in general, the one thing that I had on my bingo card for this year, for this election, was somebody trying to assassinate Trump. I was waiting for it. I knew it was going to happen. It was a matter of time before it happened. Because if you go on the internet, all it takes is 5 or 10 minutes. You know what? I'm being charitable. It takes less than a minute to find somebody that is completely and utterly deranged. And I've spoken about Trump derangement syndrome before, where if you even bring up the name Trump, it causes these people to go into a fucking seizure and have a complete and total meltdown just by his name alone. And it's always refuted by people saying, we went 4 years under Trump with no problems. And these people are acting like another 4 years is going to be the end of the world, the fucking apocalypse. It's going to be World War III. Blood is going to rain from the skies. What else is going to happen? Babies are going to die in the womb. You know, that is how unhinged politics in the U.S. has become. It's fucking insane. And the funny thing is that on social media, you can barely even talk about it without these big corporations, shutting it down, right? In this case, this is too big for anybody to shut down. Now, news is still coming out. Apparently, the shooter is dead. I've read that there are multiple shooters. I've read, it was, a small caliber weapon. I've read, it was this, it was that, this happened. But all you see coming out of the left-hand side of politics is, it's too bad they missed, and, that it was fake. But this is where we're at in politics, right? It's not, I want this candidate to win because, I like his policies. Or I want this candidate to win, or lose, rather, sorry, because I don't like his policies. We're at the point where this shit is just so completely and utterly ingrained in people that they are cheering on the assassination attempt on a former president and current presidential candidate. This is where we're at with politics. And I don't know how we got here. Well, that's a lie. I know how we got here. The internet got us here. Mainstream media got us here. Social media got us here. Look at where we're at. It's sad. It's genuinely sad. My wife was like, well, why don't we just move to Canada? I was like, have you fucking seen Canada? The state of Canada right now. You want to move to Canada? No. Well, where else is better? Look, at the end of the day, we're still the greatest country in the world, right? And things are going to shit everywhere. And this election, people are talking about how important this election is for Biden to win. I see it as the opposite. I don't think we're not going to make it 4 more years under Biden. Period. We're just not. But again, people hate Trump so fucking much. Like, this man is the Antichrist, Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin. He's all these people rolled into one. For anybody, that's even slightly left of center. But all you got to say is, we went 4 years with no problems. You telling me we can't do 4 more? Look at where we're at now. What's the alternative? We keep going in the same direction we're going in? No, it's not good. And people don't realize, what these people on the left don't realize, is that an assassination attempt on this former president real or staged, whatever you want to call it, I am inclined to believe it is real given people's talk and leanings on the internet. There's got to be at least one crazy enough person to try and kill Trump. Obviously, there is. That it was a matter of time. It was a matter of time. I kept saying, I was like, somebody's going to try and kill this guy. Somebody's going to try and kill this guy. Somebody's going to try and kill this guy. And that is just from the sheer amount of vitriol that has been cultivated nonstop, even from the start of his presidency up until now. And I'm referring to Trump. You know, it's only now that we're 4 months away from an election that the media is pointing out all this shit about Biden that most of us have already seen and going, hey, wait a minute, this isn't really a good thing. Yeah, no, you think? We've been talking about it for years. Years. And now all of a sudden there's a switch that's been flipped, right? And if you're into conspiracy theories, I can go into a whole bunch of conspiracy theories that I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing all kinds of shit, like, oh, it was a deep state trying to do an assassination attempt so that Trump gets reelected and they can get rid of Biden. The internet is currently melting down over this. But I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. In fact, I was expecting it. Because, as I said, all it takes is less than a minute of a Google search for Trump, and you will just see how completely fucking unhinged people are about this guy. And they don't even see it. Even people that I thought were rational, you know, even-keeled people have come out and they're just saying all kinds of shit. Because this is what has been festering. This is what has been cultivated. This is what has been acceptable. And look at where we're at now, right? So we'll see if YouTube even lets me put this up. Because for those that are saying it's fake.
And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Bunch of shots popping off. Secret Service gets him down. Another shot.
And if you want to really see something.
And then there's one other video I've seen of the aftermath of this, which we'll look at Elon here. This is right after the fact. Okay, look, hold on. I want to point this out. Two things. We see blood on Trump. That is a gangster ass picture. I'm just saying. And then watch. You know what's gonna happen is that they're right here at the end when he's, you know, fist pumping like, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. They're gonna be like, oh, see, and then he did a Nazi salute. This is how these people think. This is how these people think. You can't even make it up. You can't make it up. I guarantee. Just watch. Just watch. There's going to be somebody going, oh, and then he did the Roman salute, and he was praising his Nazi overlords. This is the internet. This is the modern day internet, right? This is how people think. And it's not funny. I'm laughing, but I don't think it's funny. It's really not. This is bad. And I genuinely weep for our country at this point. Because we can't keep going in the direction we're going. And I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't. Yeah, it sucks. You have people that are hardcore Democrats that are going, I'm going to vote for Biden even if he's, you know, on life support and half a vegetable, just because they hate Trump so much. You have people that are voting for Trump regardless of, you know, all these court cases and everything else that are going on. When I look at it from my own point of view, and I even know people that are so-called conservatives saying how they're going to vote for Biden just because they hate Trump. I hate Biden because Biden is the reason we are where we are right now. He hasn't done anything to curb all the bullshit that's been coming out of the left. The rise of communists and Marxists. He hasn't curbed any of the civil unrest. The sheer amount of racial tensions are probably at their peak. We have shit going on in Israel. We have shit going on in the Ukraine. We have inflation. We have cost of living just ridiculous at this point. Tell me what he's done to fix that. Because right now I'm seeing a whole bunch of promises that he's making if he gets reelected that he didn't even act upon the last 4 years that he's been in office. But you know, the hardcore Democrats, the hardcore progressives, the ones that just hate Trump, you know, they'll just be like, no, he's the greatest president ever. I didn't even think Trump was the greatest president ever. But we weren't having any problems, and I was making a hell of a lot more money than I'm making now. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, yeah, we are so fucked.